Okay, so now I'm back inside and I need to record the data that we gathered when we were outside. You see, the first thing I've done here is put a little mark where the hole is so that I can more easily measure the distance from that mark to the other marks. And I've drawn myself a table here with time in minutes and then the depth of the water in centimeters. And I'm going to use a measuring tape, but you can use a ruler or anything else you like to measure the depth of the water at each time. So at the start, it's a bit hard to see in the video, but that is actually 18.5 centimeters. So at time 0, my depth was 18.5 centimeters. And then I'll measure time after the depth after 1 minute. So that is 16.7 centimeters. So 1 minute, 16.7 centimeters, and then I'm going to keep going and I'm going to do all the rest of my measurements. Okay, so I've collected all my data now. The next thing we need to do is to draw a graph. Okay, before we draw our graph, we're just going to have a look at something called decay. So decay in physics is when any number is reducing over time, and there are two main types of decay. The first one is called linear, and the second one is exponential. Now, linear sounds like line, and it really is just as simple as that. A linear decay, the value is decreasing over time on a straight line. So in our case, this might have been the depth of water, and this is the time. The other type of decay is what we call exponential decay, and that's when the rate of decay is reducing over time. So it starts off quite steep line and gets a shallower line over time like this. Again, this could be depth, and this could be time. So before you draw your graph, I would like you to look at these two graphs and think which one of these is most likely to be the type of decay we had with our water. Is our water depth decaying in a linear way over time or an exponential way over time? Now we're going to draw our graph, and I'm going to use Excel on the iPad to do this, but you can do it on a PC or you can do it on a piece of graph paper. But let's have a look at how to do it on Excel. So here is an Excel worksheet, and I need to put the data that I had in my table that I drew on a piece of paper into the Excel worksheet. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the column headings in. So we are measuring the time in minutes. I'll make that column a bit wider, and that one. And we were measuring the depth in centimeters. Then I'm going to put the time in minutes. So that was 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10 in the first column. And the depth in centimeters was the numbers that I measured with my tape measure a couple of minutes ago. So let's write these in. Okay, so now I have all my data into a table. I want to draw a graph for this, and to do that I select the first square here that says time in minutes, and I drag the box to cover all my data. Then I go to the insert button, and I'm going to do insert charts, and in charts I'm going to choose XY scatter chart. And from there, then I can choose an XY scatter chart like that. So it puts in a chart very quickly for me. I want to make that chart a little bit better. I'm going to make it a bit bigger so I can see what's going on. And what we can see here is it's put the time in minutes on the bottom and the depth in centimeters on the side, but it hasn't given me the axes. So to do that, I'm going to press the elements button, and I'm going to do axes titles and then the primary horizontal axis. And it's put in a little bit down at the bottom there that says axis title, and I'm just going to change that to be time in minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to press elements again, axis title, and put my vertical axis in. So that was depth in centimetres. And then I'm finally just going to change the title for my graph, depth of water over time. Okay, so I can see my graph here. Now, is this linear or is this exponential? Well, it's a bit hard to tell from looking at this. So I could put in another couple of features and it will let me know. So I'm going to go back to my elements thing here, and I can put in something called a trend line. Now, a trend line is like a line of best fit, and I can ask it to put in a linear line of best fit. So there is the linear line of best fit. And as you can see, that doesn't really fit my line very well at all. So now I'm going to take out my linear line of best fit by pressing the undo button, and I'm going to try instead the exponential line of best fit. And here's the exponential line of best fit, the dotted line there, and you can see that my data matches that exponential line very closely. So this shows that the depth of water over time is actually an exponential decay.